besides all the, having, you have to be in the right place, right time, a lot of fact, what do you think is the missing factor that separates players from becoming professional? Besides being in the right time, is it their lack of work ethic? They don't believe in themselves. Maybe they don't have a strong coach and mentor to support them. If you just had to pinpoint one, what do you think that would be?
I would say it would be the mind.
The mind.
Yeah. I mean, at some point everyone's working hard.
Yeah.
Everyone is working hard. And
Yeah.
so the older I've gotten, and some of this stuff I didn't realize as a pro, right? As
Okay.
a pro of 9 years, you know how I barely, one time I went to see a sports psychologist, but I never trained my mind. And
Wow.
I understand now that there are actually strategies and tips and things that you
Mhm.
can do to actually, your mind's like a muscle.
Yeah.
The more you train it and work it out and exercise it, the bigger it's going to be.
Okay.
And so, that's why I've started Soccer Resilience, because I believe that so much of life is lived between your ears. And really, at the end of the day, what separates the good from the great at that level is your mind. Like, can you
Yeah.
bounce back from setbacks quick? Do you continue to believe in yourself no matter how much people put you down or how many times
Yeah.
you fail? And so, yeah, and I think it's starting to be talked about more. It's
Yeah.
actually really interesting. It's one of the four pillars of US soccer is mental training.
Mm.
But as a pro, I didn't do it. And so you can only imagine how many youth soccer clubs
Yeah.
implement these sorts of things.
Yeah.
And what's great about sport is it's so applicable to all of life. It's the
Yeah.
greatest teacher for life, right? And
Yeah.
so these training the mind is so applicable for life too. I mean,
Yeah.
think of this time, COVID, stress,
Yeah.
um, mental health's huge. And so, I've struggled my career. I think my greatest asset as a player was my toughness, my mental toughness.
Mm.
But somewhere along the way, I lost belief in myself and it became my greatest detriment. So
Wow.
if I could go back and do one thing differently, it would be to invest in mental training. But I can't do that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's life. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so passionate about trying to take my pain and turn it into purpose and help the next generation.
Yeah. Because I see like a lot of coaches here in the Yakima, Seattle area, they'll invest a lot into technique, strategies, learning how to play as a team. And then I didn't even know this until I just started to grow and develop. And I was like, what is it? And I kept asking myself, like, what is that one key thing? Not just athletes, but I mean business owners, CEOs. It could just be a construction worker or a father who's taking care of, two or three daughters. And I was like, what is that one key thing? And the more I asked myself, like, it has to be like how you view the your own mental strength, toughness, in order to get through it. And so now I wanted to ask you the question, when you were playing soccer, what did you focus on the most? I mean, besides the mind, what daily technical stuff were you invested in most?
Yeah, as a pro, I didn't focus on the mind.
Yeah.
It really wasn't, I mean, I think that it was getting trained.
Mm,
And it had been trained, but when you get to that level, there's you're looking for any inch or any millimeter to separate yourself from someone. And so
yeah.
if you really, I mean, it makes sense that you go to the thing that kind of drives everything else,
Yeah.
and that's your mind.
Wow.
But I think probably fitness was a big thing for me.
Okay.
I think it's one of the ways that you can most control.
Hmm.
Um, just, are you fitter than everybody? It's a way to separate yourself. And, I learned that at Wake. There was just guys that pushed me to be fitter. And so
Yeah.
each year I just got fitter and stronger. But I really relied on my fitness and athleticism a lot.